industry, and with relevant in Pega, I have 6 years experience, and I'm doing this training for more than 1 year. I've trained more than 100 people in different CSA, CSSA, and CPBA, and also I'm a CLSA Part 1 certified. Like CSA, there is Pega lead system architect certification, so that's the top level certification. So that's all about me, and just want to know from the same thing about from your end, like how much experience you have, how do you like get to know about Pega, and why you want to learn Pega. So if can you Deep, actually we can start with that. Tony, in place of that, you can write into the in the chat box itself, because the mic is not working, so we can get to know about that.
Okay, hey Mukesh, this is Deepu. Actually, in 2011, I already worked on Pega in 5 version. Actually, a couple of years. Later, my health is not good, so I just moved to have a break on Pega. Later, I didn't got project at that time, so I moved to different tool. So from last couple of years, I'm working, but I have Pega knowledge. I've done production support, and also small enhancements I have done, but it is in 5 version actually.
Yeah, actually Pega 7 is completely changed.
Yes, correct.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Almost 70% UI has been changed, and also more in 5 we mostly use activities. Now I think they are using this one declarative, right? More on declarative part.
Yeah, actually they have developed some new rules to replace activity, but yeah, activity is still in use, but yeah, actually they want to reduce the use of activity.
Yeah, correct.
That's right. Okay, fine.
I forgot. I want to again be back. That's why I came back again.
Sure, Dev. We'll take care of that one. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks a lot, Dev.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tony. Okay. So you have done course after the online essentials. Okay, fine. So you want to get the CSA 7.2 versions certifications, right? Okay. Thanks, Tony. So we'll cover that up. So before starting that, I think actually it will be always good to start that, like why actually we want to learn Pega. Actually, so I have a small presentations, and we will cover that up, and with that we're going to cover that some of the others terminologies and the practical concept, whatever the course content we're going to see with that. So we'll see with the presentations. So first thing we should know why actually Pega is that much famous. Why it's like people are like going behind Pega, right? So Pega is not any programming language, or it's not a what I can say. Pega is not a programming language or any specific which will be application which can be used for any programming things or anything. Mainly Pega is a BPM and CRM tool which is made out of Java technology, and which is integrated others technology within that, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, Ajax, and like it's included also analytics. It's also included all the SOA architecture, like you have SOAP, REST, like the integration point of view, it's a combination of that. So whatever the things actually you can see Pega, right? So Pega is a web apps. So it's actually a tool which actually enabling your business process. Yeah, give me 2 minutes. I'll just connect with the power as well. Give me 1 minute.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jashwant.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You can mute yourself, Jashwant. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so which just talking about the Pega. So the main thing, whatever the things is Pega is, we don't need any coding. Actually, all are actually like the smart thing is about the Pega is everything is pre-built into it. When you want to create a user interface, or you want to create a table, or you want to create any data programming, any validations, or any integrations, everything is automated. Actually, you don't need to write any code for it. So if everything is automated and everything is actually like pre-generated, you just need to drag and drop the things. So what will happen? Actually, like it will take less time to develop it, and it will take the quality of the build will be better. And if the quality of the build is better, there is less chances of errors, right? So if you design it properly, there is very good chances that it will be develop your application in very less time without any better quality. And also in Pega 7, they provided the feature is that it can be used in different platforms. So if you have designed it once, you can use it in laptop. It can be same thing can be used in your tablet. It can be used in cloud. It can be used in mobile. You don't need separate configuration for the same. It can be used in multi-device as well. So in today's world, actually it's digital. Everything is required multi-devices, multi-channel. So Pega provides that features without any extra hardware or anything. The same configuration or same application can be portable to any devices. So all that features makes the application Pega is an attractive BPM product into the market. And that's why companies are more towards to going forward to get for that. Okay, because the return of investment is getting them better. They are actually focusing more on their own core part of it. If they are the banking, they don't need to bother about how they are going to communicate with the customer. Pega will take care of that actually, because they need to focus on that how they can increase their banking business. So that's the way actually Pega provide that feature. They can interact with the customer with multi-channels. They can increase more focus onto their core domain part of it, and the return of investment is better with that. So all that means the Pega is an attractive one onto that. So we'll see that the vertical where all the Pega is present into the market. So if you can see, Pega is present in all like the major industry, which is actually banking, health, insurance, communication, credit cards, payments, healthcare, manufacturing, supply chain, government. So anywhere if you say they have the business process and they want to automate the same. So everywhere you can find Pega presence into that. So if you see where it's like 10 of the 8 table, like Fortune 500 companies, so all the Blue Cross, Blue Shield plans, insurance, top of the global communication provider, all Visa, MasterCards, American Express, all PayPal, right, Aetna, and so everywhere actually you can find the name of Pega into that, and they are using Pega into that. So the list, there are the major players who are actually into the Pega. So we can see PayPal, MJAN, Citibank, HSBC, Standard Chartered, Royal Bank of Scotland, Coca-Cola. Some of the names are not there in this one as well. So they are actually using Pega as well. So the list is expanding. So day by day, actually more people are trying to use Pega for that, the features which is provided by Pega. So before going into that, we should know about the company. What is it like Pega? So Pega started as a middleware company in 1983 in US in Cambridge. So they have still their headquarters from, they operate their headquarters from Cambridge, USA only. And 1983 they actually like not doing the BPM that much. They are helping the as a middleware product company. And later, actually like in 90s, they started to form the foundation of the Pega with some of the BPM experts. So they want to like create a tool, and on that time they have a lot of financial crunch and they want to increase their financial ability and all that. So in 1996, they got listed in NASDAQ as a Pega company. And later, actually in 2001, they officially released Pega BPM PPRC, Pega PRPC as a BPM product. Okay, so how Pega evolves? So there are different versions of Pega comes into the market. So they started in 2001, and Pega 4X, actually they started in 2006. Then there is a different version of Pega 5 came, and in 2010 Pega 6 started. And with Pega 7, the market is changed for Pega. Like in 2013, end of 2013, they started with Pega 7. And with Pega 7, it's changed the view of the market about the Pega component. Before Pega 6, there are some of the limitation with the Pega is that it can be used only with the internet browser. It should be used the Visio for process modeling, and um, it cannot be compatible with the different devices. It cannot be used in cloud. So there are a lot of things was developed with Pega 7. The complete UI part is completely changed from the Pega 6 to Pega 7. They have completely, like in Pega 6, they are maintaining the flows, the business process using the flows. But with Pega 7, they introduced one concept is called as dynamic case management. So with Pega 7, that was introduced so that you can get the stepwise configuration of your process, and which is actually converted behind the scene as a flow. So with Pega 7, actually, from last 3 years, they acquired a lot of market shares in the Pega world, like in the BPM world. And they recently launched the Pega 7.2, so that is around 3-4 months old only. And 7.2 is stable. 7.21 is still actually on to the, you can see the scalability, some of the errors are there into that. So they might come up with the another version 7.2.2 in near future. So apart from that, they acquired many more companies. Actually, recent years, if you like, in the last 5 and 6 years, they have acquired many companies. So Codient is one of the BPM players, so they are the competitor, so they have acquired the same. To develop their mobile compatibility, they have acquired Antenna software. So, and then actually they have acquired profitable corporations. Actually, they are mainly onto the analytics part. And there's one more company, Mass Labs. In 2014, they've acquired that. And there's a concept is called as co-browsing. And there is a company which is called as Firefly, which is providing that feature. So they have introduced that concept in Pega itself, co-browsing. So this is it, like if you concept of there are in the telephone you are trying to open a new account for a customer. So the same screen is user is enter, and another way actually user is entering the data. So you can see that in the same time what user is entering in the your same website. So that's the concept of co-browsing. So in the same time the same screen will be visible to both person. So that was actually like the concept is available in Pega as well. And the next, recently they have acquired in April, this April 2016, they have acquired a company called as OpenSpan. So that is a robotics and automation company, and that's the future of the Pega. Actually, like everywhere you can learn about robotics, actually how robotics is happening, actually how you can go to automations. So Pega is also like trying to automate the low-end BPO or BPM works, actually, so that everything actually the low-end works can be processed, and the desktop works, whatever we do in day-to-day basis, can be automated. So in the recent future, you will see some of the more terminology which is called as Pega robotics. So that will be going to be in the future, because everyone is want to like reduce the work, reduce the cost. So automation is going to be part of it. And Pega is very good, and they are providing a lot of features in Pega components itself. So we should know about the what are the other competitors which are actually like playing with the Pega itself. So Oracle, TIBCO, Quadrias, Samian, Case 360, APN, they are the main of the other BPM products which are competing with the Pega. So, but Pega is the market leader into that, and Pega also like top 5 in the CRM, also customer relationship management. So Salesforce, SAP, Oracle, and Microsoft Dynamics are other CRM components. So Pega comes as the top 5 into that. So how Pega's concept is like to automate the business process. So Pega's concept is called as 6 R's. So we receive it, route it, report it, respond it, research it, and resolve the same. So if you say you are going to an hospital, so exactly what you do when you go to an hospital, you fill up your details, you fill up actually like about your medical history, what your medical condition, if you have any past history. So they will all receive your information. Then they will route it to some of the basic tests, go for blood test or go for urine or any specific test if it is required, or go for an X-ray, right? So they will route it to some specific department and the report will come. So report is always an ongoing process. And based on that, the reports and everything, actually like it will be going to a specialist doctor. So he will check on you, he will check your blood pressures and everything, and then he will respond with some medicines. They will prescribe you one-line medicines and whatever you can use. And finally, you can see the research will be going on. Actually, what are the things? Okay, this medicine is like good for you. You can continue with it, or you don't want to continue. You can go with the different medicines. So that will be better for you. And if you are feeling better after 1 week or within 1 or 2 days, and your case will be resolved with that. So everything, as you can see, the healthcare player or anything can be adjusted with that, with the 6 R's of Pega. So this is one more example for a candidate. So this is actually like sales opportunity when one person is trying to get the interview. So we get the information about the interview candidate. When we do the screening, then we schedule the interview, and finally like we do the background verification for them, and everything is fine. We're trying to offer the same. And if he accepted the offer, we try to onboard to the company, and then the interview process is going to be happen with that. So all these things, right, actually the 6 R's and all the concepts. So behind the scene, what's like the building blocks of Pega, we call as rules. So Pega provides different category of rules to support the application. So we have process category, so that is the all the rules, flows, and how the business will be go with that. That is the process, and we need to display the UI so that the portal, your sections, and all the properties which will getting displayed to the UI category. And then we need always the logic and decisions. So without that, no application will be completed. So Pega provides that various tools to support the logic and decisions and integration, right? So no application can be work alone. Like today's world, they need to be connected with different systems, different things. So that actually we have to integrate with, to share the data with everyone. We need the integrations. And reporting also Pega provide a very good reporting product. You can generate charts, you can go for drill down reports, and everything can be done from that. And finally, like I told about the case management. So case management is like the new feature, which is Pega 6 is started, but not that much. With Pega 7, they have extensively increased the capability of case management. So all this actually in our session, when we start about the sessions, all the topics, how these are actually happening, and the different concepts behind all of the things, how we can go to create a new application, and all this different category, the rule will be fit into that. We'll see that out. And finally, like the certifications. So because how you will showcase that you know about Pega, right? So certification is the medium to showcase yourself that okay, you are compatible and you know about the different concepts of Pega. And once you're certified, actually like it will be always a good advantage for you to go to the market, and you can see that like that the view of the interviewer changed when you see that okay, oh, you already certified, then you know the basics of the things. So Pega provide different level of certifications. So for business architect, we have a CPBA. So that is like targeting how the business people can learn the specification, requirements, and everything from the CPBA point of view. And then we have the developer point of view. This is the 4 level of certifications: CSA, CSSA, CUIS, and CLSA. So CSA is the basic level of certification. So in that, actually what it's happening is that it covers mainly like the fundamentals and some of the basic rules as part of the CSA. So of the Pega component, we'll talk onto that. And CSSA is the another advanced version of the CSA. So that actually like you need to be CSA certified before you want to go for CSSA. So CSSA concept some of the advanced rules. So that actually like some of the more advanced things like the integrations are more focused onto it. There is security, associations, authorizations. So more concept will come onto the CSSA part of it. And CUIS is also similar, but if you are actually more involved towards the UI design, how the look and feel, so the Pega provide one more feature, that is the certification, that is called a CUIS. And finally, like the top level certification, CLSA. So that's the Certified Lead System Architect, and in that actually we mainly cover the design part, like what is the different performance tuning, what is the different security SSO integrations, right? The a lot of the things will come into the design and performance tuning concepts onto that. So that's the top level certification. So mainly like we're going to talk about now the course content, what we're going to talk about actually if you in that. So this is actually if you can see there are two certification with the CSA level. So that is actually we have 7.1 and 7.2. So 7.1 content is going to be expired on 31st December. So we'll suggest you to go with the 7.2 only for everyone. So which because once you take the course, it will be around 40 to 45 hours. So it will be covered most of the things within it. So it's better to go with the 7.2 only. So mainly I'm not talking on 7.1. So in 7.2, actually the exam will consist of 50 questions, and there will be 3 additional questions, though that will be experimental basis, and the pass percentage will be 65%. So if you say you have 50 questions, so 65 will be around 33 questions need to be correct onto that. So from 50, all will be multiple choice questions, no actually like subjective or yes no questions, all will be multiple choice questions. So there can be single answer or it can be multiple answer. So in case of multiple answer, it will be mentioned that how many multiple answer you need to select. If there is you have 2 answers need to be selected, so it will be specifically mentioned into that you need to select 2 answers onto that. So that's if you can see the category wise, so case and the UI design is the major play onto that. So with 20% to the UI and case design consists of 30%. So that too becomes the 50% of the overall course. And if you can see the data model, so that 3 becomes the 70% of overall of the things, 13, 19 and UI design. And rest all other things component of 30%. So we should more focus on case design, data model and UI when you are preparing for the certification. That will consist of 70%. So in the course wise, actually like it's not more focus on actually on just onto the CSA part, because just the CSA you cannot start on the industry. So you need some of the other concepts, like some of the things which are not into the certification as well. So the course contain some of the extra bits from the certification point of view as well. So that will be help you if you start with the working onto that technologies or anything, that will help you onto that. So we'll see which like if you see application creations, we'll class structures, data model, we are going to cover UI, and there are 2 UI. Actually we have advanced UI and the normal UI. So we are going to cover that. So this is actually part of the case itself, process definitions. Then we have activities. Actually, activities are still in use, so we'll cover that up. Activities, different type of validations, decisions, declare rules, and what are the different routing, notifications. These are the part of the automatic business policy, work parties, agents, reports, and how you integrate with the external database, and what are the different components of the integrations, and what are the best practices, guardrails, and what is the naming convention we should follow when we creating working with the Pega rules. So this is actually like overall of the things, and that will be take around 40 to 45 hours total course, and which include the real-time project implementation as well. So you can get to know about how the projects, a real-time application is getting built up, and how we can use that up as well. And some of the things which I have not mentioned about the different tools are also there. So we're going to provide different tools, like the debugging tools and performance tools. So we are going to talk about the tools as well. So the tools are missing from this list one. So we'll see that into that one. Okay. So that's actually like more onto the what we are going to cover into the course. So if you have any questions, we can take on to that. And the certification cost actually $150. So it's like all the certification mainly in Pega cost is $150. Okay. Yeah. Any questions?